I wanted to go over how to use your slab to cut out your template pieces. So I have all my pieces, my roofs, my sides, my front, and my back. Now one slab may not be enough to cut out everything, and in that instance you would just roll out another slab and start this same process again. So I'm going to try to fit as much as I can onto this slab, but I'm doubting that I will fit everything. So I'm going to start here with my roof pieces, and it's really like, you know, when you're baking sugar cookies or something and you're trying to fit as much as possible onto your dough so you don't have to roll it out a million times. I think I could probably fit, yeah. So I'd probably do both roofs and both sides and then roll another slab for the front and the back. So let's start there. So you're gonna make sure it's all the way on, and you're gonna just take your clay knife and very gently with your template on top, cut out. Next piece, I'm gonna line it right up there so I'm not wasting any clay. Okay, next one, I'm just gonna line it up. Use that seam there. Continue cutting across. These are the same height anyway, so I can use that original line. And then my last piece of roof, I'm gonna line it up on the edge there. I'm just a little short, so I'm not gonna make that piece. But, so here are my two sides. And my roof, one roof piece. So I'm gonna very gently peel away the excess. Same thing as if you're baking cookies. You want to preserve the shape of all your pieces. So you're gonna be really gentle and try not to, you know, bend them as you pick them up. You're gonna lay these nicely in one layer on top of your board. Okay, so I'm gonna pull away my excess. Fit it this way. Nope, just shy. Okay. All right. So again, gently peel the canvas off the back. Again, you want to flatten it out. You want to keep it nice and flat. Arrange it on your board. Okay. Make sure it's nice and flat. You don't want it to start drying with any kind of, see how that has a curve there? You don't want it to start drying with any kind of curve. You want to make sure it's nice and flat. Some of you may have realized with your tic-tac-toe board that if you let it dry with a curve, it's gonna keep that curve. So you want to you don't want to smush it on here so you can't get it off, but you definitely want to pat down the corners if there was any kind of curve. Now, I would wedge this clay back together, right? I just kind of ball this up, and then I would do my wedging, wedge it back together. If it was big enough to roll back through the roller, I would roll it through. If not, I would get another piece of clay, which I will definitely need another piece of clay for the front, back, and one other roof piece. One note that I just want you guys to be aware of is you don't want to stack another layer of pieces on top of this directly. So I probably fit one more, like I probably fit this piece here, but then I would need more space in order to stack the other pieces. So my advice for you is at the front of the room I have a thing of plastic wrap. So So I'm gonna go grab a piece. And what the plastic wrap will do is it won't dry out the clay, but it will prevent the clay from sticking together. So you'll just take your piece of plastic wrap and you want to make sure it's nice and smooth, no wrinkles in it. Okay, so smooth it out. And then you would just stack your other pieces of clay on top, and then you don't risk them kind of all mushing together and molding together to be one piece. All right, so that's how you cut out all your pieces for either your house luminary or your birdhouse, whichever one you've decided to make. If you made a birdhouse, you made a bottom as well, so you'll just have that one additional piece over what the rest of us have. Okay, so that's kind of our step one in working with clay for this project. All right.